Wonderful. Okay, let's come to our seated position. Today we need a block for our practice. So let's see. Hello, morning. If you don't have a block, you can grab one here because we're going to be using our block. So you can come into your cross-legged position or your kneeling position. And then for a moment, just close your eyes and sit still. It's very rare to find moments of stillness in our busy lives. So this is one of those rare moments. And specifically when sitting still is new, weirdly, it can feel a little uncomfortable because it's also unknown to us. So if it's still very much a practice, then just commit. Just say, okay, I commit to sitting still. If it's a newer experience for you, and just be with the experience, be with the sensations, maybe even the thoughts that arrive. You're like, oh, I don't like this, or I like this. Just observe. Take slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose. And this week's intention or focus, theme or attitude, you can call it what you want. It's the exploration of the word and the meaning in your life of contentment, to be peacefully happy with what you have. And how do you get to a space of contentment? It's a practice on its own. We can't be content all the time because life happens. The outer world challenges us, things happen that might be difficult for us to overcome. But how can we try through the tools, through the breath, to a different mindset and attitude, lean towards gratitude, which on the long term, a sum of gratitude will lead to contentment. So if contentment feels very vague and far removed from yourself this morning, then start with gratitude. Little bits of pouring in of gratitude, and it can be one thing, just one person, one thing, one animal, something that you're grateful for today in this moment. And reminding yourself of it can shift your mind. And for myself this week as well, when I thought, okay, I looked at the definition and it said peaceful happiness. And then I break it down. It's like, okay, peaceful. When do I feel peaceful? When do I feel most peaceful? And can I do more of that? So I can cultivate contentment in my life and happiness. When do I feel most happy? Alone, with someone? And that can fluctuate and change, but just to remind ourselves of that, its existence. And it's worth trying and changing for that contentment. We may place the hands in front of the heart. Let's notice ourselves, observe ourselves on our mats, the moments of challenge, the moments of joy. We're here to heal, to explore, to take care of ourselves. You can set your intention if that's linked to our common intention of contentment, or maybe you have your private intention or dedication. And then bow your head towards your fingertips to just seal that in. And then today we start with a gentle pranayama. If you're cross-legged, maybe cross your legs in the other way. So you just have that change. Oh, it's so strange to have you on that side, Jake. And then we take our arms up on the inhale. Palms together, draw the hands to heart center on the exhale. Now close your eyes, around 4 counts, 5 counts to breathe in and bring the arms up. So you're starting to move with your breath. Exhale, hands through heart center. Doesn't matter how it looks, how it feels in your connection to body, breath, mind and heart. You can breathe faster or slower as I am doing. Full slow breaths in to fill up the lungs and bring the arms up. Full slow breaths out to bring the hands to heart center down. 2 more rounds. If you can, last round in and out of the nose. So you breathe into the nose. And you breathe out of the nose. When the hands reach your tummy, pause for a moment. Take a breath in. Exhale, roll over your shins, come to a child's pose. Do you have a block as well, Dave? Do you? I can grab you one. Okay, because today we are going to work with the block in our practice. So let's immediately take the block. Place your hands so your 4 fingers are on top and your thumb is hooked around the edge of the block. In your child's pose, knees go nice and wide, toes together. Take a deep breath in and then push your block far, far forward. Feel that stretch. Your head might touch the floor in between your biceps. And take 3 more rounds of breath there. So your thumbs can hook. Yes. Good. Just that little bit of height. Now, some people think that blocks are for beginners, and that's actually not true. Blocks are your friend, and it's not advanced either, but it's just knowing like, okay, I can use the block and feel things differently. So today, when you use your block in your practice, just in your mind, go to a space of like, okay, let's see how I can make this shape, the asana, the yoga shape, different with the block. Different activation, different heights. Slight little differences, even here in your child's pose, the fact that your hands are, let's say 5-6 centimeters higher than they normally are, stretches differently into the armpits. Now lift your head, breathe in, and bring the block all the way over to the side. Again, your fingers on top, thumbs on the front of the mat of the block, and then reach your block far, far away. 3 rounds of breath. Soften the skin on your face. And then we use our block. Lift it through the center over to the other side. Feel the stretch on the right side of the body. Then close your eyes here. Take soft breaths in and out. Straighten the arms as much as you can. Leave the block where it is and just bring your hands back onto your mat. So you're in your normal child's pose. Take a deep breath into the nose and a sigh out of the mouth. Notice the difference between your child's pose with or without your block. Come to a tabletop. So your hands come under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Good. Tuck your toes, breathe in, cow stretch, look up, tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. It's nice and warm this morning, yogis, compared to yesterday. Inhale. We're already peeling some layers of clothing. Exhale, round and tuck. 2 more rounds. You can close your eyes. It's easier to feel and go inwards when the eyes are closed. Less distraction of the outer world. 1 more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fabulous. Now take your right arm up to the sky and create a couple of circles with the right hand. Yes. Another deep breath in, look down, stretch the needle. The right hand loops close to the left wrist, right shoulder to the floor, right ear to the floor. Now your left hand can stay. It can also glue to your sacrum Or you can walk your left hand to the top of the mat. This is your first twist. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Notice the sensations around your shoulders. And can you breathe slowly and freely? That's your reference to know if you're in the right variation, the right option, that you picked the right one. Okay, left hand back in front of your face. Inhale, right arm up to the sky, twist open and look up. And exhale, hand down to the floor, other side. Feel the grounding through the right hand. So you press the mat away to find length in the collarbones. And the pressing of the hand we'll also use into the block. So there's a sense of resistance, a sense of moving yourself up and away. Take a deep breath in, look down, thread the needle, left arm through, hand in front of face, onto your sacrum to feel your hips, or hand can be at the top. 3 rounds of breath. Again, an invitation to close your eyes and just breathe. Bring your hands in front of your nose. Lift your left arm back up. Feel the grounding through the right hand and the reaching through the left hand. Exhale, both hands down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, cow stretch to transition into down dog. Now, if down dog is new to you, I would first suggest to go into plank pose. Your index fingers or your peace fingers point forward. Shoulders above your wrist, feet are hip width apart. Now, so notice where your habit is. Take a deep breath in. Lift your hips without moving your hands and feet. Lots of people have a tendency to make the down dog shorter, to walk the feet forward. Use your plank pose today as a reference, which might feel a little long, but it allows for the back line of the body to lengthen. The heels do not have to touch the floor. We prioritize a length in the spine, so you can even have your knees slightly bent. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. And your down dog is your ultimate reset. I often, when I'm here, remind myself of the intention, contentment. I check the alignment of my hands and my feet, check if my spine is still straight, almost like a little checklist, and then let the breath be there. Inhale, bend your knees and look towards your thumbs. Exhale, walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, soften your neck and shoulders. Inhale, rise to a high mountain. Bring the arms above your head. Very nice. Twist to the right side. Right arm reaches backwards, left arm reaches forward. Now, because the right arm reaches back, the right hip wants to move back. So draw the right hip back forward. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Keep the hips where they are. Twist to the left side. So energetically, the arm moves back. Energetically, the hips move forward, the left one. Inhale, high mountain. Gentle back bend, cactus the arms, so you bend the arms. Now, I like to come into tippy toes. It really allows me this feeling of floating my heart up. Hold, take another deep breath in. Fold forward, heels back down. Head relaxes at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. Now, bring your block under your left hand. Obviously, your block has 3 settings. You can choose per shape which one works for you. So you really place your hand flat on your block, lift your back knee, and then bring your arm up to the sky. Now look at your right knee. Has it flown open? Yes, that's it, Graham. Nice, Edina. So press into the ball of the right big toe. Take a deep breath in here. Hands down to the floor, block to the side. That was just to practice the block. Right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Lift your leg up, right heel to right bum, and now open the knee to the side. And take a moment here, 3 breaths. You can turn circles with your foot or turn circles with your knee, moving into your ankle or your hip joints. Take a deep breath in. Step your foot back forward, exhale. Yes, back knee down, Anjaneyasana, arms reach up to the sky. Interlace your hands at the base of your spine. Yes, blossom the heart open and you can look up as well. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Now a little bit of height with the usage of the block specifically allows often for your spine to stay straighter. So take a deep breath in here, half splits. Take your block on the inside of the right knee. I'm gonna go for the high position. So when you go forward, you round, it's not a problem. But today, let's try to stay up into our chest and the block can help. So you have the block on the inside of the knee and you press the block down towards the floor, opening into the collarbones. Now flex the right foot so you draw the toes a little bit closer. All right. Tuck your back toes, lift your block, bring it in front of the right foot, standing L. So you lift your left leg up, again, both hands onto your block, square your hip down, and the block is under your chest. So there's quite some space between the block and your foot. There's as much space between the block and the foot as the length of your torso. Whoop, where's my balance? Yes. Keep pressing into the block, take another deep breath in. Both feet down. Now bring the feet hip width apart. Relax for a moment. Bring the block in front of your feet in the center. Bring your right hand onto the block. And now lift your left arm up and bend your right knee. So you're twisted and you press the block away. Good. Take another deep breath in. Change sides. Left hand to the block. Left knee bends. Right arm up. Yeah, so the feet are a little bit wider there, Edina. You can bring some space between your feet. Yes, good. Take another deep breath in here. Fold forward, relax, and forget about the block. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Right foot steps, low lunge. Block under your right hand. I'm going for the flatter variation. Hand presses into the floor, left arm up. Just that little extension, so your right arm is a little longer now, allows for your hips to descend a bit more and for your spine to be long. Take a deep breath in here. Both hands flat to the floor, block to the side. Three-legged dog, left leg up towards the sky. Left heel to left bum, and then open the knee to the left side. Circles with your foot to move into the ankle, or circles with your knee to move into your hip joints. Move with your breath. Take another deep breath in. Look forward, step or help the foot all the way to the top of the mat. Knee down, Anjaneyasana, arms up to the sky. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Blossom open the heart. Breathe. Take another deep breath in, release your hands, half splits with the block a little higher, probably on the inside of the knee. And rather than rounding, we press the block away, which lifts up the chest, creates space, and then flex your left foot. Feel the sensations in the back line of your left leg. 2 more rounds of breath. All right, there we go. Bend your left knee, block far, far in front of the foot, lift up, standing L pose. And again, because you're working maybe with the blocks for the first time, it's a bit of a puzzle to figure out the distance, but you feel it. If it's too close to the foot, you can't really press into it. If it's further, the same length as your torso, you can actually use the block as a pillar and put the weight of your hands and the body into it. Take 1 more deep breath in, fold forward, bring your toes to touch, relax your head down, hands can come to the floor or dangling into the air. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plank pose, hands to the top of the mat, feet to the back of the mat. Onto the knees, take a deep breath in, all the way down, exhale. Point your toes, cobra pose. So cobra pose, we hardly have any weight in the hands, but the legs are very active because you're pressing the toenails into the floor. Good. The difference here, this is cobra. for most people with sensitive lower backs, they prefer. Let's go from cobra to up dog. So now you place your hands next to your chest. Lift your chest, but also lift your legs. Lift your legs, lift your legs. That's it. So those are the same pose. One is just more intense. Knees back down, chest back down. Cobra pose, breathe in. Stay, or upward facing dog. Can you feel what feels better to your body? Now, downward facing dog, lift your hips, flip over the toes. Take a deep breath into the nose. A deep breath out. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Good. Toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, soften your neck and shoulders. Chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees. I'm going to take another layer off. It's nice and warm this morning. Utkatasana, bend your knees. That's it. Very good. Wiggle your toes for a moment. So Graham, bring your toes, your big toes to touch. Yes. The heels can be slightly apart. You start very symmetrical, completely symmetrical as far as you can. Take a deep breath in. Twist to the right side. Exhale. Keep your knees together. You can even squeeze them together. Yes, if you're holding a coin in between your knees. Inhale, back to center. Keep the knees as they are. Twist to the other side. Nice, Tonya. That's it, Yana. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Soften your neck and your shoulders. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. Three-legged dog. Right leg lifts up and behind you. Knee to your nose. Exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. Right knee, right arm. Exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right knee, left arm. Nice and graceful. With your breath, lift the leg up. Look forward, step forward. Now, in order to step forward, it's easier if you lift your left heel and then step the foot forward. And if you don't make it all the way, just help the foot. Rise, crescent lunge. Arms up to the sky, hold and breathe. Rather have your feet on train tracks than one behind the other. So you can step your left foot a little backwards. So your back heel is off the floor there, Graham. So turn the heel up, even more towards Lucy and Dave. That's it. So you feel your pinky toe into the floor. It's safer for the back knee. Take a deep breath in, twist to the right side. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, warrior two, slice it open. Fantastic. Star pose, turn your toes up. Horse, sit down into a squat and bring your hands to heart center. You may close your eyes, 3 rounds of breath. You may lift your heels to challenge your balance. All right, heels back down. Check where the block is. If it's at the top of the mat, bring it on the side of the mat. So you're facing your block. Good. Star pose, breathe in. Turn your toes in and fold forward. Now you can choose the height. There's no wrong or right. One thing will just feel better than the other. I'm going medium. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Bring the right hand onto the block and your left hand onto your bum. Good. Now open the right shoulder. So the right shoulder starts to open up. You can also lift your right hand up to the sky. So you're starting to twist the right arm. Left, is that left arm? Left arm, excuse me. Left arm up. Yeah, I got my right and left wrong. Good, your hips stay level. So your hand, bring your hand back here. You can feel if your hips are still level. So the level. And now, yes, now lift your arm. Lift, 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 lift. Yes, that's it. Good, change sides. Excuse me. Other side, because I was doing things symmetrically for you. So one hand down, left arm down, right arm up. The hand can feel if your hips have shifted. Yeah, so the right hip is pulling down while the right arm is coming up. So you're pulling yourself apart gently. Let's call it like that. Take another deep breath in. Fold forward. Now totally relax everything. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your block back to the top of the mat. Low lunge. Standing L, with or without your block. So yes, you're mindful because you have another element into your practice here. Fabulous. Take a deep breath in. Shiva squat. You can let go of your block and just bring your left knee behind the right knee, and you bring your hands to heart center. Yes. Good. Half moon with the block. I like to turn it a bit. Right hand onto the block. Open up, open up. You can start from the beginning and bring the feet down, right foot down. Now you're pressing the block down, so you're lifting your chest up and away from the floor. Left toes are active, look down. Use your drishti. For 3. Hold and breathe for 2. And 1, Shiva squat, back to where you came from. Revolved half moon. You will place your block a little to the left and put your left hand onto the block. Right hand can come to your sacrum. We know why, to check if your hips are level. From there, you might want to shuffle your block a little bit. You lift your right arm up. So you're twisting up and away. This is a tricky pose. Pull your navel in. Wobble a little. See if the block might need to go somewhere else. Active through the left foot for 3. 2. Both feet down, fold forward, bye-bye block. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, chaturanga, hands down. Be careful when you come down that your head doesn't hit the block. Forward and halfway down. Cobra or up dog. So you've got a choice. Exhale, downward facing dog is where we meet. Take a deep breath in, go through your checklist. Where is my mind? Can I focus on gratitude, on my health, on the fact that I have time to do yoga, moving towards contentment? Where's my breath? Where's my body? And then breathe. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Big toes to touch, halfway lift. Inhale, fold forward, soften the neck and the shoulders. Chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees. That's it, Marley. Hold and breathe. Different challenge this time. Take a deep breath in, fly your chair. So you wing your arms behind you. I'll show you from the side. The palms are down. They're reaching backward, opening up into the chest. Heels lift, knees squeeze together. Wobble a little, that's okay. You're stretching into the soles of the feet. You're balancing. Whoop. For 3, 2, heels down, arms up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Soften your neck and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Right foot steps, low lunge, flatten the palms. Off we go. 3-legged dog. Bring your left leg up. Knee to your nose. Come back forward. Use your core. Inhale. 3-legged dog. Lengthen. Knee to the left arm. Exhale. Inhale. 3-legged dog. There we go. Step it all the way forward. Help it if it needs to be helped. Yeah. Make sure the ankle is under your knee. Now rise. So before you rise, walk your right foot a little to the right. The back heel is off the floor, and then press into your feet to stand up to your crescent lunge. Nice. Take a deep breath in here. Twist to the left side. Exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Slice it open. Make sure your left toes are pointing straight forward. Your right toes are in. That's good. Reverse warrior, left arm up and over. Extended side angle, left arm down, right arm up. Star pose, turn your toes out. There we go. Sit down into your horse, hands to heart center, lift your heels. Breathe, wobble. Heels back down, bring a block to the center or the long edge of your mat. Turn the toes in, prasarita. It's a wide-legged forward fold. Now, often people prioritize straightening the legs over straightening the spine. So lift your chest, maybe bend your knees generously so you can have a straight spine. Left hand onto the block, right hand onto your bum. Check it. Keep that right hip and that left hip level, and then open up your right arm up to the sky. That's it. Press the block away. Find length in that left shoulder. Good. You want to move your body up and away from the block, reaching through the right fingers. Take a deep breath in. Change sides. A moment to relax. Left hand to the center. Find your chest with length. Maybe feel with the left hand. And then up and over. Reach. For 3. It's actually hard work. 2, because you're pressing down and reaching up. Relax all the way down. Brain relaxes, neck relaxes, head relaxes. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your block to the top of your mat. Good. Standing L pose. Lift your chest, lift your right leg. Hands are on the block. Press the block down so you can lift your chest away from the floor. Take another deep breath in. Nice. Shiva squat. Exhale. Now you can keep your fingertips touching the block, or you can bring your hands to heart center. Balance and breathe. With your block, half moon. Hand on top of the block. Open up the belly to the sides. Yes. Press into that block. So the block is quite far in front of the foot. It's easier to look down, but you can also look to the sides or up to the sky. Active through your right toes. Hold for 3. 2. Look down, Shiva squat. Right knee behind the left. Nice, Adina. Revolved half moon. The block will probably move a little over to the right side. Right hand onto the block. And then you bring your left hand to your bum, reach the right toes backwards, open up. I need to move it a little bit in. I can feel it. And then press down and reach up. The more you work with the block, the more your body will know where it needs to go. Just wobble. And if it's too wobbly, see if you can maybe press it a little bit forward, to the right, to the left. Another deep breath in. Fold forward. Nice focus. Well done. Relax everything. Inhale. Halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Chaturanga. Hands down. So you can skip these, yogis. We meet in down dog. So you can take a shortcut. Otherwise, it's high plank. Shift forward and down. Half plank. 90 degrees, cobra or up dog. Remember, you have a choice. You always have a choice in yoga. Exhale, downward facing dog. You have a choice to challenge yourself more or be soft and kind and gentle. Some days we need the one, other days we need the other. Let's flow again. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step, jump, float to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, soften your neck and shoulders. Chair pose, there we go. Utkatasana. Inhale. Fly your chair, so wing your arms behind you. Now you can stay, or you interlace your hands behind you and lift the hands away from your bum, so the knuckles reach backwards. Then from there, you can do diver's pose. Straighten the legs and start to dive your nose down. Chances are you might fall. And it's weird because your hands are interlaced, so it feels a bit, almost claustrophobic. Like, ooh, what will happen if I fall? Well, your hands are there. They can just unbind. For 3, lift your heels, straighten the legs, nose down. 2, Utkatasana, well done. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Soften your neck and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Left foot steps, low lunge. Flatten the palms, 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg up, knee to your nose, exhale. Inhale, a 3-legged dog, lengthen. Right knee to the right arm, exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot all the way to the top of the mat. Find your feet, crescent lunge. Rise to a standing position. Now twist to the right side, exhale. Back to the center, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Take your block and place it on the inside of the right foot, somewhere around the ankle. Sorry, something stuck in my throat. Warrior 2 here. Reverse warrior, right arm up. Now we do extended side angle with the block. So Graham, just look at your toes. Your right toes are pointing straight forward. Your left toes are a little in. Yes, now place your hand onto the block, probably the highest position. Press it down so the arm is straight, and then lift your left arm next to your ear. Next to your ear, yes. So you feel a lengthening through the left side of the body. Reach to the fingers. Now smell your armpit and look up towards the ceiling. Yes, underneath your arm. Look up. Good. For 3. Hold and breathe. Bend your right knee, Dave. Bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee. So the arm and the knee touch. Yes. Good work. Star pose. You can bring your block to the long edge of your mat. Pause. Sit all the way down. Inhale, star. Prasarita, exhale. Both hands to start off with. Left hand to the block, maybe right hand to your sacrum, lift up and over. So all these twists are very good for the spine. They stimulate your digestion. They stimulate your solar plexus, energetical center of what you do or do too much or do too little. And really just brings that back into balance. Look down, change sides. You might be extra thirsty. It's also detoxifying to twist. Nice work. Take a deep breath in, reach up, both hands down, relax for a moment. The hands can even slide off your mat off your block to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Take your block width to the top of the mat. Standing L pose. Space between the right foot and your block, right toes pointing forward. Left hips held down. Yeah, that's it, Adina. Good, good. So Lucy, rather than holding on with your fingertips, palms to the mat, to the block. Yeah, so push the block away as if that's it. Now you've got contraction, engagement of the arms. Take a deep breath in. Now you can come into fingertip Shiva squat or maybe hands to heart center. Good. Half moon. Again, right hand is onto the block. And it's tricky to tell you exactly where that block needs to go. But it feels to me that it's a little bit on the right side, not straight in front of the right foot. And I know that the length and the space between the foot and the block is the same distance as my right side of my upper body. So it's probably less than half a meter, but let's say 40 centimeters. We don't have a measuring tape, but keep pressing into the block. Keep reaching up with the left hand. Active to the left toes. Take another deep breath in. Shiva squat to change to revolved half moon. Yes, this is a strong practice. Left hand onto the block a little bit to the left. So what I do is I first start with my chest level. Before I twist, I feel, okay, now my hand is under my left shoulder. Now I feel steady. Then the hand can come to the bum and then it can go up to the sky. Active, so you're lengthening up and away. As if you don't like the block and you're like, go away, push it away. Take another deep breath in. Fold forward, bring the feet together. Whoo, relax. I know it's intense because you're really using your arms, so your core connected all the time. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Down dog is there for you, or you flow through your high plank. Inhale, half plank. Exhale, you can use the knees. Up dog, point your toes there, Dave. So come into up dog with your toes pointed. Point. So you're, yes, like that. You're stretching into the feet. Point the other foot, lift it and place it. Yes. Now look to the horizon. Good. Down dog. It's a really weird pose, up dog. It feels counter everything. But once you do it a couple of times, it will become more familiar. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. We'll do the other side. Last bit of standing. You're doing a great job. Quite a focused practice when we use these props. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Last bit of flow, big toes to touch to start off with. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, soften your neck and your shoulders. High mountain, rise all the way up to a standing position. Back bend, cactus the arms, option to come onto your toes. So the back bend, I almost don't like to call it a back bend. It's a hard lift. It's not a back bend, it's a hard lift. So coming onto your tippy toes makes you feel more like you're going up rather than backwards. Take another deep breath in, pull the navel in, fold forward, head all the way down. Good, nice relaxed heads, guys. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Right foot steps, low lunge, flatten the palms, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg up, there we go. Flow with your breath, knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen. Knee to the left arm, give it a tap. Inhale, three-legged dog. Look forward, help, step, float the foot all the way to the top. Crescent lunge, find your feet, move them a little apart so you feel stable and your back heel is off the floor. Lengthen to the arms, light through the chest, breathe in, twist to the left side. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, warrior two. Slice it open, left toes forward, right toes in. Nice alignment, guys. Just watch your front foot there, Graham. You can use the long edges of the mat as a reference of the lines of your body. Reverse warrior, left arm up. Place a block on the inside. You might have to hop a little to find it. Extended side angle. Now, if you place the block on the inside of the ankle, your knee and your arm are touching. So the knee can press a little in towards the arm, but the arm is pushing back so the knee stays in line. And then the arm is next to your ear in line with your back leg and the side of your body. Now smell your right armpit and look up to the ceiling. Yes, that looks beautiful. Now breathe and smile. That's it. Yes, for three. Fantastic. Two. Take your block with star pose. Inhale. Prasarita. Exhale. Relax for a moment. Lift your chest. Right hand to your block, find the length. So before you twist, feel that you're steady, that your spine is long, that maybe the knees bend, and then lift your left arm up. That's so nice. Repetition is the mother of skills. Feel the twisting in the torso around your right rib cage. Change side. It actually really warms me up because there's so much activity going on through the hands and through the arms, through the shoulders, through the core. Take one more deep breath in. Look down, block to the top of your mat. Lift your back heel, standing L. Lift your chest, feel the right leg floating up and behind you. Place your hands flat onto your block. A little bit more forward, Lucy. That's it. Now you can almost lean into that block. Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Shiva squat. You bring your body weight back towards your left foot. Half moon. Block a little to the left. First, feel, before you extend to your maximum, just feel that you can press with that left hand into the block. You can start to shift weight towards that left hand. And then you start to lift to the right fingers, the right toes. Keep your eyes on your drishti. You are allowed to fall. That's okay. This is all new. Take another deep breath in. Shiva squat. Exhale. First move the block. Revolved half moon. This is it, yogis. So well done. First, lift your chest. Feel that the hips are level. Feel that you're relatively stable and there's weight divided between the right hand and the left foot. And then lift your left arm up. So you're actually putting weight in that right hand into that block, as if you've got 2 feet. But it's your hand, it's your block. Press it down. Take another deep breath in. Fold forward, relax, everything. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. There we go. Chaturanga, hands down, feet to the back of the mat. Plank pose, last time. You can skip this. So shift forward and then down, 90 degrees. Feet flip, upward facing dog. Point your toes, Dave. So before, Before you come up with your chest, let's try this, guys. Plank pose, half plank. Now flip your foot. Flip the other foot, then lift your chest. Good. Hips lift, and then flip up to downward facing dog. Fantastic. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Half pigeon, right knee to the outside of your right hand. Foot is diagonally underneath you. Yeah, right leg, half pigeon. Good. Now, if you want to use your block, specifically if you feel you're quite far and up, it can be nice to place it under your right bum. For me, that's too high. I can feel that. And then just take a deep breath in. Bring your elbows down. If you bring your elbows down, well, hello, block. Your block can be a pillow, because as soon as you allow your head to rest onto something, the muscles behind the ears, the muscles in your neck, they can all start to soften and relax. Breathe. Excuse me. Need to bring some tissues next time. All right, lift your chest. Now we're going to use the block because it will help us. Slide your back knee a little bit closer. Place your right hand. I'm moving it, it's not exactly in the center. You can also go higher. I'm going medium. Place the hand into the block. Lift your back foot. Now, instead of being on the side, you're still in the center. Yes, so maybe the knee is a little out. Lift it. So there's weight in your right hand, and then your left hand can find your back foot. From there, for most people, this is enough. You can bring the heel closer to the bum, and then you'll probably go, oh, specifically if you run and hike and do all sorts of things. Press your chest away from the block. 3 more rounds of breath, maybe close your eyes. Nice, strong quadricep stretch. Another breath in. Release the foot. Downward facing dog. Hands down. Lift up. Step back. And feel for a moment, specifically if you close your eyes, you'll probably feel like the one leg is longer than the other. Or it's lighter. Maybe like a different color almost. Different sensations are described differently by different people. Left leg up to the sky, look forward, half pigeon. So turn the knee quite a lot out to the side. Your shin is diagonal. You can walk your right knee a little backwards. So knee more over towards. So I aim for the pinky finger of my left hand. When I place that knee, I'm like all the way out to the side and then down. Good. Elbows down, head to block. It also allows for your shoulders to relax. Breathe. It's going to be one of those beautiful days again today here in Scarborough. No wind, chilly wintry temperatures, but peaceful. Slowly lift your chest. And there we go. Use that block into the center, maybe a little over to the right side. You can slide your knee a little closer if that helps you. Keep your frontal hip bones level with the short edge of the mat, and then lift the back foot. Stay or bring it closer. Smile and breathe. Yeah. These are one of these poses when I started many years ago with yoga. I was like, what's this? There's a lot going on there, but yeah, it's a good stretch because I used to fitness and all of that a lot. So my muscles are very short, not like they're today. Much more space in the body. Breathe, more mobility. One more deep breath in. Release the foot. We exit differently. Now you can actually roll all the way onto your bum. Your right leg is free to come up and to the front. Scoop your hips a little forward. You can maybe look first. Actually, I'm going to put a layer on. You might want to do the same because we're going to go onto our backs now. And then you might want to look. Oh, it's going to be tricky. What's going on there? There. For a supported bridge pose. So your feet are hip width apart. You slide the block under your hips. You can choose the height. So maybe start low or medium and just feel. Now the aim here, you are inverted. So your hips are higher than your heart. Your heart is higher than your brain. Your hip flexors get to relax a bit. Your psoas. Higher is not always better. Sometimes when we put the block higher, the muscles start to engage and you want the muscles to be soft. Close your eyes. Take a couple of rounds of breath here. 3 more rounds of breath. The block is amazing. It can really allow for your muscles to engage differently, to relax differently. It's just a different experience within the same practice. Bring your hands to your block, lift your hips a little, and then vertebra by vertebra, nice and slow, bring the spine down to the floor. Now you bring the block in between your knees, and you squeeze the knees, and you squeeze the block. Bring the arms next to you, and let the knees come close to your left arm. So you bring them up to the left and close to the left arm. Option to turn the head and to bring the nose to the right side. And try to relax your toes, your ankles, your feet, your calves. And come back to your breath. Let's change sides. So bring everything back to center. Scoop your hips and your shoulders. Start from the beginning. Knees in the center. Take a deep breath in, arms wide. And let the knees come close to your right arm. Let the feet fall to the floor. And you can lift your head and turn the nose to the left side. And then relax everything as much as you can. Breathe. Bring everything back to center and then move the block to the side and release to your Shavasana. If you want to put some socks on or an extra layer, feel free to do so. At home, if you want a longer Shavasana or even a moment to meditate, you know, no need to say goodbye. I've loved your presence and thank you for being here and for waking up early and taking care of yourself. Be content, peacefully happy. Now just relax into your Shavasana. That's true. Take a deep breath into your nose. Let the chest and the and your belly rise. Filled up with air, with prana, with life force. And let out a sense of relief, a sense of surrender when you exhale. Keep your eyes closed for now and just start with small movements of your fingers and your toes, just connecting again after that complete relaxation. Become very passive but awake. And now we are going to be a little bit more active while awake. Preparing ourselves for the outer world. We have recharged our own batteries, which is so important. And I love the fact that we do this early in the morning, because early in the morning There's not so many chances of us not making it, you know, it's just a matter of waking up. So well done for doing so. And you can start to stretch arms over your head. Ooh, maybe hug your knees into chest and curl up like a small little ball. You've got time. And also in your own time. But this is your practice. So you move as fast or as slow as you want, and rather move a little slower than faster to get back into a more active state. But you can roll onto a side and then come to a seated position. Maybe a couple more moments here with the eyes closed in a more meditative state, in a space of observing. And it is okay to sometimes not feel content, but that is also an opportunity for us to go, hey, what is kind of misaligned? What are my thoughts? And it's through meditation and journaling and practices like that, where you can go, oh, I feel like this, but my mind can't wrap itself around it. Or my mind is busy and I don't understand what's going on. But just observing your mental world and also your emotional world is very insightful. And then what are the elements that we need to invite into our lives to move towards gratitude and contentment again? What can we change in our day-to-day rituals and habits? It's often small things that can make a massive impact. Coming to the mat, I think for me, it's always a good idea. You may place your hands in front of the heart, shifts your energy, wakes you up, a moment of self-care. And thank you for waking up in the dark and for spending this time here together. May the practice have a nice ripple effect on the rest of your day. Namaste. Take your time.